Hello everyone, welcome to another VIP Kid, GogoKid teaching moment with Teacher Teresa. Here today to talk to you about the pros and cons of working for these online ESL companies. First of all, the pay for both companies is very good. Some teachers do say they make more at GogoKid. For me, that was not the case. I was offered the same base pay at both companies. I have 8 years of experience in education and experience teaching ESL in the traditional classroom. Another great thing is the students. Most of the time they are wonderful and really want to be there and are excited to see you. Now, just like any other job, occasionally you're going to have a kid that doesn't want to be there, is not feeling it today. It's your job to try to make them want to get excited and get engaged, but it's not always possible in reality. That's just part of life and part of accepting that you're the professional in the classroom and you have to do your best, whether that student wants to give you 110% or 0%. Another great thing about the job is flexibility. You set the schedule. You decide when you want to work. You decide when you want to take off. And finally, the community is great. We have a wonderful mountain of Facebook groups. You have the Hutong, and we have VIP Kid meetups and GogoKid meetups, places where you can hang out with teachers and get to know them. Now, that said, on the con side, you will see sometimes teachers do attack each other when they get frustrated with brand new teachers asking the same questions over and over again. Sometimes I think veteran teachers need to take a seat and just give those new teachers time to ask the questions that they need to ask. And if you don't want to answer those questions, fine, but you don't have to say mean things either. So you'll see me, I have my own Facebook group. It's Ask Teacher Teresa Anything. I've been at VIP Kid for 2 years and I will answer any question you have. I don't care how silly you might think it is. Feel free to ask me. If you don't want to ask me live on the page, you can Facebook message me and I will give you a kind, honest, and fact opinion response. And if I don't have an answer for you, I will get it for you from someone who will give you an answer without treating you mean, because I think this is not a place for meanness. We teachers need to support each other, and that is what I am about, supporting teachers and helping them be successful. So if you have a question, please feel free to ask me, and if you can't get the answer from me, I will get it for you. Now the cons. Cancellation policy for both companies has become the same. 6 cancellations, and if you get 7, you can get fired. Now, both companies do accept a doctor's note as evidence to reduce the impact that those cancellations have, but some teachers cannot afford to go to the doctor or have insurance policies that require self-pay, so paying the doctor would cost more than the cancellations. So yes, the cancellation policy is, in my opinion, very unfair, but it is what it is. So if I could change anything, that would be the one thing I would really change. At VIP Kid, 3 classes canceled in a day equals 1 cancellation. At GogoKid, 1 class equals 1 cancellation. The next thing that I really don't like is our ability to interact and contact the company is only through tickets, or we can message the firemen on our cell phones. I really feel this is insufficient. Other companies that I have worked with have allowed teachers to Skype them, Facebook message them, or even call them if there are issues. Unfortunately, one of my favorite companies, Orange Talk, went out of business because they didn't have enough students, but they were great about responding to teachers and getting back to us quickly and keeping that line of communication open. I think it's great that we can send support tickets, but I really think that we need some sort of channel to contact the education staff, to contact Teacher Voice, either through phone or Skype or something similar, because only sending tickets isn't sufficient if you cannot access the portal. Point blank period. That's just the case. And I don't think that's fair. Disregard for app issues with the VIP Kid Teach for PC app. If you've seen me in the Facebook groups, you know that I've had the app installed on 3 different computers. And on all 3 computers, there have been different issues with the app. And I have sent pictures, I've sent tickets, and all the responses are the same. We are doing the best we can to improve the app. Thank you for your input. No comments about what they're going to do come January 1st if teachers are having issues with the app in the classroom. No comments about how much effort they're putting into fixing the app to make it better. What are they actually doing when they get these tickets from us? Are they actually sending the feedback to the tech support team? Because I haven't heard from the tech support team. I do get messages sometimes that will say, we will forward your information and get back to you, but they never do. Even if I reply to that ticket, have you heard from the tech support team? Do they have any tips or advice? I get nothing back. And I'm disheartened by that. The teacher IT policy is also one of my biggest cons of working at Vipkid. If you are going to have a Teach for PC app and you're doing away with Google Chrome, which Vipkid is doing, we will not be able to teach in Google Chrome after the 1st of July, then they need to either address the app issues or they need to be more understanding of IT issues in the classroom. And I also don't think that the only way we should be permitted to call it a teacher IT is if you're actually in the classroom when it happens. I don't think that's fair. So if I turn on my computer today and it goes blue screen of death and I send a picture of that blue screen to the firemen, they will mark that a teacher no-show and they won't change it. It doesn't matter that I just proved to them that there was a tech problem. A computer that doesn't boot is a tech problem. They'll still mark it teacher no-show. And I don't think that's right either. Now, personally, that's only ever happened to me one time, but I know it's happened to other teachers. And I also know that there have been issues where teachers have been in the classroom, but for whatever reason, the Vipkid system didn't recognize they were here, or it put the students and the teacher in separate classrooms, and that teacher gets a no-show. And that's not right either. So I really feel like the teacher IT policy at Vipkid needs to be revisited. Now, that said, I have had issues at GogoKid where it said that I had a class on a day that I actually never opened and did not have classes, hadn't been on the portal in like 2 or 3 months at the time that this happened. And I sent them a message. Hey, I have not opened my schedule in 3 months. If you look back at the history of my schedule, you will see that there have been no classes open, yet I have this teacher no-show. And they fixed it that same day. I literally, it wasn't even 24 hours. It was like 12 hours to the minute. I got an email. We're very sorry about this. It has been removed from your record and your teacher point score has been corrected, because at GGK, they have a points system for how they handle teacher no-shows and many other little things that they tally us up on to decide whether or not we're a good or a bad teacher. I think I probably have some issues with that point system too. I don't think it's very fair either. But I do know that the companies need some way to hold accountability for the teachers, and that's what GGK uses, is the point system. So pros and cons. The pay is good. The students are great. It's very flexible. Has a great community for both companies. The cons: cancellation policy, Vipkid's lack of contact with the staff outside of the ticket support system, disregard for issues with the app, and teacher IT. That's all. Other than that, I absolutely love the company, and I absolutely love that we can buy things in the token center, because I clearly do love my job. I couldn't be happier. It's probably the best job I've ever had. I love teaching online, but there are some issues that growing pains for both the ESL companies that they need to overcome to help make themselves better. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it helps you make a decision about where you'd like to work. And if you're interested, you're welcome to send me a message. Hit that like and subscribe button to get more videos from me. And you can also visit me on my blog. I'll see you later. Bye.